teachers were the key people in terms of giving feedback to students, and that immediate feedback is the most effective. I think I think it's not really about technology in terms of getting the sophistication of feedback and getting and really trying to work out what is the best way of helping students learn. I think the teachers are in a very good position to do that, but also tech can support them. And what we have done, which is related to this, is we developed something called the Global Scale of English. And this actually came out of PT Academic. And it's not about the surface features that Pamela mentioned, grammar and vocabulary. It's more about what you can do with the language. So when people do a test, then they exhibit certain behaviors, and those behaviors are scored by that test, and we can see what people can do well and what people can do less well. So tech enables you then to feed that back to the teacher and the student about what they did well and what they did less well in terms of their language performance. So this is the way in which technology is developing. But absolutely, the final interface is the teacher, and the teacher is the only one who can work with students to provide the motivation they need to understand the kinds of things they need to improve their level of language ability. And this is both for students who perhaps are a little bit weaker than others, so students who need to catch up a little bit, and also for those students who actually perform well. In my knowledge of the classroom, when you're in the classroom and you've got a student and they're doing very well and they're always getting the good marks, then you go, "Oh, that's great, fine, thank you, it's great," and you kind of ignore them, when in fact you shouldn't. What you should do to give them opportunities to extend their learning. If they're a good student, keep pushing them. And again, technology can do this, because what you want with feedback and what you want with technology is to kind of personalize that experience, to try to give feedback direct to the student. This is what you could do better. This is how you could improve. And I agree with Pamela precisely that it's not a one size fits all. It's a mixture of these things, but the teacher is absolutely key to enabling that feedback, the motivation, and the human side of language learning.